talk about the components of personal branding. What goes into personal branding as you start thinking about how you want to brand yourself. First, we have personality. If we think back to the Kim Kardashian example or the Sam McEwen example, then they have their own unique, memorable personality as an individual that we as media consumers remember. And this involves how you communicate or how you behave with others. So you might think of Kim Kardashian as a social elite, a socialite, who behaves in a way that is it revolves around a sexual nature. And that's what she has done for a very long time. Beyond that, you can think about her personal relationships and so on and so forth. But if we relate it back to us, how do you communicate on your social media platforms? And is that how you want to personally brand yourself? So I think about like, if you are someone who posts pictures of your spring break, for example, and sometimes I have dogs barking somewhere. It's very distracting, very sorry. If you post pictures of spring break and involving certain spring break things that are stereotypical in nature, like drinking and bathing suits and all of that, which I'm not trying to bash any of that. I'm just bringing awareness to what that means about your personal brand that you're setting forth, and that can be good or that can be bad, depending on your audience, of course. If it's your friends, we have this context collapse, right? If it's your friends, then that's different than if it's your grandparents or future employers. So then we also have to consider in the characteristics in our personality, the personality component, the characteristics that make you unique. And for Kim Kardashian, the things that makes her unique is that she is a member of a family who is also in that social elite world. This is like a weird thing to consider unique, but it is. She dated Kanye West. So her personal relationship choices, so other characteristics can include those decisions, but also they can include like your, like who you are beyond your associations with others, of course, too. These include beliefs and values, how others would describe you. Beliefs and values we could talk about for a long time, but I'll not do that today because it's not really about that. But I think about homesteading communities or religious communities that have YouTube channels that are heavily like viewed and subscribed to, that show people farming or worshiping or all of those types of things. That's a characteristic of their personality that is unique to them. You have another component here of your personal brand, and it's consistency. So it's your online self-presentation across platforms and offline. So does the person on your Instagram that you're presenting as yourself match the person offline? And if not, well, then that's interesting. It's also your interaction with the audience. So the community. I know this woman in Johnson City, and she has transitioned, but she was the Free Britney Spears like first person who she went viral, like before going viral was a thing. But she does interact with her community in Johnson City, Tennessee, and she is also very transparent with who she is, and it's just super interesting. But it's consistent. Her personality on social media is consistent with her personality in the community, so online, offline. Then we have passion, so interest areas unique to your personal brand. I have a lot of examples going through my mind right now, But if you have some people do this for their dogs, right? Like they create a personal brand for their dogs or their cats or their kids or whatever it may be. And then your expertise, so being knowledgeable in your profession and how you show your expertise. Is Sam McEwen like showing how much he knows about gin and why we should buy his gin instead of some other gin because it's his? I don't know. Let's look at a few more examples here. I don't know if that'll let me play it. I'm gonna stop this video because I think maybe it might be a little too long.